Okay, so I've been looking on YouTube and watching the news and sitting by watching everybody getting on the internet and talking about their opinions on what people are arguing about and complaining about as far as the government's discussions and debates on what they're going to do about benefits and Social Security and all this stuff, disability, veteran benefits. Um, I've heard patriotic terminologies thrown around. What we all need to realize and understand is this has nothing to do with veterans benefits. It has nothing to do with Social Security. It has nothing to do with anything that's being released in the media. The media is lies. It's all lies, all of it. And what it has to do with is people saying the government, the government. It's not the government, it's your government because you put them there. And you know how you put them there? Because I'd say probably roughly 60% of the people who vote in this country know absolutely nothing about who they put in office. I'd say that we all need to sit down and read the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and see what it says about the government. Because it's not the government, it's our government. We put them into office, we put them into service. They're supposed to serve, they're supposed to do their time, it's supposed to be an honor. They're supposed to leave, get the same payment that everybody else gets when they leave the house, get the same medical benefits that everybody else gets when they're not serving the Senate or the White House or wherever. But it runs on the good old boy system. The system is corrupt. The system has been corrupt, and it is cancer. Now, I have a lot of friends that died overseas. So this is a very heart-wrenching subject for me. It's a heart-wrenching subject for every veteran, for everybody in this country. I agree. Social Security, everything, yes, it's all ridiculous. But everybody needs to stop fighting for 5 seconds and realize why we have what we have. We don't have our rights and freedoms because of a congressman or a senator or the president. They get in the military's way of doing our job with their Geneva Conventions and their rules of engagement. That's why men and women die. That's why they die. Because they can't fire back when they're fired on. I have 24 friends in the ground for this country and counting. We've lost so many men for the thought, the idea of America. We know our country is hurting. But the only way that we can fix it is by fixing it ourselves. The problem with America is not money. The problem with America is not gas. It's not Social Security. It's not benefits. It's not anything like that. The problem with America is nobody cares about anybody but themselves. That's the problem with America. And the cancer starts with the politicians and the senators. Because they make their fat paychecks. They make all their money. They don't care about anybody else. That's the problem. Caring for your fellow Americans. It's gone. It needs to come back. There's days when you look back on things you've done. Men who served, I served. And then you live with these memories and the pain, physical and mental. And then you see people get on here and say, well, veterans don't have right to be upset that they're not going to get their benefits. We did a service. We volunteered. Well, we signed a contract. Yeah, we did. We signed a contract. And you know what? If they're going to hold me to my responsibilities and my bills, then I'm going to hold them to their responsibilities and their bills. And they're going to get done. Because that's what they agreed to. Or maybe even a notice would be nice. But now they're just going to cut everything off and let us sit and stew about what we're going to do. The entire nation. This is a joke. It's a bunch of kids arguing over a Twinkie on a playground. And everybody needs to stop. Now please, do me a favor. Read your Constitution. Read your Bill of Rights. Start looking at our government, not the government. Our government, the people we put into office. The United States of America is made of the people. Of the people. We elect the government into office. They don't own us. They don't control the world. They're there because we allow them to be there. If they are corrupt, then they have to be taken out of the government. That's our job, to remove the corrupt from government. Read your Constitution. Read your Bill of Rights. We are in charge. The American people. One nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Says nothing about the government being in charge. They're not in charge. They're there to support us. Our government is to support us. When they stop benefiting the people, then it's time for a new government. It's time for people to be elected. That's the way the problem gets fixed. By caring for your fellow Americans. By putting people in office that aren't corrupt and trying to fatten their pockets. And instead trying to help their fellow Americans. I am a patriot. You can judge me how you please. I don't care what kind of ridicule you get on here and you post about what I've said. I really don't give a damn. I served my time. I've seen the depths of hell, like a lot of men have. I've seen what the world really is like. And America needs to wake up and understand that you're living in a fairy tale land. The world is not a perfect place. War is everywhere. In Iraq, the Iraqis could be knocked down and have their throats slit just for saying they don't like Saddam Hussein. But yet you have the freedom of speech. You could say what you want to a point. And then people start getting locked up. It's a violation of your rights as Americans. That's what we fought for. The idea of America. That's what we all fight for. The fight's not over. Don't stop your kids from joining the military. Because it's something you're born with. You do it for the idea of America, to support it, to cherish it, to keep it. Wake up, people. Start paying attention to what's happening in this country. Don't say, oh, well, I got a job and I'm going to get paid and I got my gas money and I got my rent paid. Stand up and do something about it. Do something. God bless America. Let's fix what we started. And above all, it's not our government that's in charge. It's not even the American people that are in charge. There's only one Sergeant Major. And he sits up there. So let's all think about that. When Judgment Day does come, and the only one that's in charge, our Lord God, are you going to be walking up the steps of the pearly gates? Or are you going to be walking down to hell as we wave? Thank you.